Hey scrappers, Tom here from the iScrap app, and we're doing our 2025 recap on carbide and other rare earth alloys, as well as our preview going into 2026. Now, of course, rrcarbide.com has been quoting and providing free shipping labels, free shipping bins on these materials, but what's happened with the prices in 2025? Well, the prices have certainly soared as we've seen carbide and tungsten items hitting all-time record highs, with quotes going from the single dollar range into the double-digit dollar range for the second half of 2025. We saw really strong growth. Why did we see strong growth in 2025? Well, tariffs certainly put a little bit of a handicap on things where a lot of people were importing carbide and tungsten alloys. Tariffs put a little bit of a kibosh on those imports, causing a lot of domestic items in the United States to go up in value because they didn't have any of the tariff restrictions. In addition to that, we saw a heavy drill baby drill run this year, and a lot of the oil and gas field industries are using carbide as part of their drilling apparatuses. And as we've seen oil and gas prices coming down in 2025, we expect that trend to continue as more is going to be pumped in 2026. And it may be a really strong sign for future demand in the carbide and tungsten industries. In addition to that, we're going to see more factories being built inside of the country. The manufacturing companies and factories that are going to be being built are going to need these carbide inserts, cutting bits, end mills, and other wear parts to be able to really push things forward. Now, with some of these prices going up so high, we've seen, more of a separation. And what do I mean? Well, when copper prices used to be $1 a pound, the difference in price between number one and number two may only be a nickel. Well, now in the carbide industry, you might see things like brazed versus clean carbide or tungsten parts having a $1 separation where it used to only be 15 to 25 cents. Now, the team at rrcarbide.com has been quoting and sending out these bins, and we've been seeing a lot of strong growth in the manufacturing sector. And carbide isn't something that you're going to see very often. It's not a drill bit that you're going to find at Lowe's or Home Depot. So if you do know machinists, manufacturers, and you're able to get their scrap, start asking them what they do with their carbide or tungsten. And that might be an area for you to make more money with. Going into 2026, I do think that we're going to see these prices not only stabilize, but potentially grow even more. And that's a really positive sign of things to come. I think by having energy costs lower, having more manufacturing coming back into the United States, the growth of this industry is going to go up. Now, there have been pullbacks inside of the markets and setbacks as well. Nickel prices this year have really been poo-poo, which has shown stainless steel prices being at some of their lowest levels in years. And other items like titanium have not shown any signs of large price growth moving forward. And we're also looking at other precious metals. Palladium, platinum, rhodium, those are things we'll talk about in the catalytic converter section, but we've seen strong growth in gold prices hitting all-time record highs, silver prices hitting all-time record highs, and many other rare earths doing so, as some people are still worried that tariffs may continue to drive these prices up, but that may be a good thing on the scrap side of things. Don't forget to tune in to a lot of the other videos that we have for aluminum, coppers, steels, catalytic converters. We look forward to hearing your comments and reading what you say. And until next year, scrappers, I'll scrap you later.